Yeah, yeah, yeah. You already know who it is. It's your boy, your girl, because when I let out, I beat on her box like a drum.
And of course, it's your boy, aka the French vanilla creamer in your girl's coffee. I got a big mug though, so she holds both hands. Sean
Sean
recognize.
recognize.
What's up,
Gang.
world?
And we here, yo. Another edition of the spot. We gonna rock out and do some things and talk about some things. The world is a little, holiday time. It's, this is when we supposed to be getting together. But obviously
It's
we
for the
can't
fucking
get together
kids.
when we want to. But people are
We
still
gotta get
out in the
together.
streets wilding. The law ain't stopped doing what they doing. They seizing this opportunity to just really get in some people's pockets and take away some freedoms.
Mm,
Because
man,
we got some things going on, like the homie Casanova from Brooklyn. People
boy.
watch what they say, boy. They gotta
So
watch what they
they're trying to jam him up. They trying to jam him up. Saying they got wiretaps on him. They got, of course they're using his phone messages and everything against him. And now, like what we were talking about earlier, they're trying to use the Vlad TV interviews to say that that's what got him jammed up also. Now, in defense of the whole situation, because I'm not going to defend Vlad, I'm just going to say any media outlet. You know what I mean? It could be somebody doing an interview on this show. You know what I'm saying? It
yeah.
it you know you're not bound to answer any question that's doing an interview. You follow what I'm saying? It's up to the person that's being interviewed how much information they want to put out there, and whether or not they want to let us in on certain things, and that's entirely up to the interviewee, not the interviewer. Now if you're going to tell on yourself, that's on you. The interviewer is
Yeah.
not asking you to tell on yourself. He's just asking the questions that the interviewer is going to ask. Some people are going to ask different things. Some people are privy to other information that others may not be. So if they ask you the question and you jam yourself, you can't blame the person giving the interview. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. But the thing that bugs me out though is because, when we look at, the charges that were brought against him and the 17 others, right?
Yeah,
Everything says conspiracy, right? So they got
right.
him on conspiracy charges. So it's like they don't got him caught in the act. They just got him conspiring. So, to me, that's kind of crazy because we getting locked up and they locking us up, throwing away the key on something that we thought about doing and we probably might not have even really did.
Well, the conspiracy charge also means that they basically trying to say that he's like the boss, or he was kingpin status, that he was the shot caller telling people what
Mm.
to do and when to do it and so forth and so on. And from what I understand, they're trying to say that he was, for lack of a better term, in charge of the organization that was selling drugs and doing different things, and he was actually giving them instructions through direct messages of the
Mm.
social media. This is what I'm hearing. I hope that's not true. You know what I mean? If you're DMing niggas and you telling them, go out, knock off this pack and bring this back, or whatever the case may be, then I mean that's nowadays it's not even you don't even need a paper trail anymore. You can leave a digital trail and they jamming you, and that's what brothers is not understanding these days. Like that social media and that phone will jam you faster than word of mouth will.
Yeah. And it's, and,
Oh, technology is the new snitch.
right. And then we don't even realize that, a lot of these social media platforms, they're they have to abide by, governmental guidelines. So,
Yeah,
a couple of subpoenas and stuff like that will get the information that they need to indict you on something. And if
oh yeah,
anybody knows anything about the internet, this network is backed up a million different times. So Every time you put something up, there's a server that duplicates that file. The file is saved and is being sent to someplace else. Then it's being saved someplace else. So that's why they tell you you got to be careful what you put online. I remember when the internet was fresh to the world and people were putting pictures up and they like, yo, that picture can never be deleted. It will be somewhere forever.
Somewhere forever. That's right. There's a digital record of it. There's a digital blueprint of it somewhere, you know. So that's a fact, man. That's a fact. People really got to treat this this digital world like the factual paper world, in that respect, that everything that you do is going to be recorded forever.
Right. And remember when cell phones came out and stuff like that, and people were hustling and doing what they was doing in the street, or even look, the mob would do shit. Yo, I ain't talking on the phone.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna talk on the phone. We're gonna talk in person. We're gonna go in the middle of a construction site with no buildings around. So if somebody's close enough that could probably record our conversation, we'll see them before anything happened.
Yeah.
Talking on the phone, we sending text messages and then taking pictures of the stuff that we do. Like, it's crazy because we're not learning from the OGs and how they was able to last for a long time.
Damn sure ain't.
Where we get caught up, like with Casanova, they talking about as early as 2010, they got stuff on them.
Woo.
So they talking about 10 years of stuff. And it's the feds because they was taking stuff across state lines. Now, just because Jersey right there doesn't mean that when you take a pack from New York to Jersey, it's a little misdemeanor or whatever. Just because you crossed the tunnel, it's a federal crime.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's another charge for sure. Definitely.
Yeah. So,
and the feds is undefeated.
Yeah, because it's not when they come and pick you up, they're gonna try and build a case.
No, they already got that. They already got everything they need when they come get you.
Everything.
They got all. They done got all. They done got all the ducks in a row, all the witnesses, all the indictments, all the evidence that they need to jam you and jam you good. That's why they don't lose.
Yeah, man. So I just say, whatever you're doing out there, may it be legit or illegal, educate yourself. Make sure that you got a way out. And then don't get mad when you get caught for doing what you're doing and assume that somebody snitched on you when you really take the time out and look, you told on yourself because you collecting unemployment, but then you on a gram driving $200,000 cars with racks of money sitting in the passenger seat. Somebody gonna sit there and look at that. Or you gonna be watched, or you've been watched because whatever you doing, they already see it. You on their radar. You just giving them the photographic proof to say, yeah, thank you, and we make it easy for them.
And please stop fucking stunting shit that you bought with stolen, credit cards or however the hell you got it. You know what I mean? Don't do that shit. Like, please, man. Like, shouts out to G Herbo. I know you heard about this kid, man.
G Herbo, what happened?
Yeah, million. I think Plug was telling me he's like was able to scam. I think over 100 million.
Oh yeah,
about these shit, and his ex girl about to basically snitch and to what she knows to the feds. Like, it's just a big mess, bro. It's like I guess the pressure to keep up with these other rap dudes is so great that dudes are willing to do whatever is necessary to try and emulate the lifestyle that some of these rappers have, man. And I mean, everybody can pop Chris, man. Everybody's not gonna come out the gate blowing up like like a Kendrick Lamar or something like that. You gotta grind for yours, man. You gotta get in this game. You gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta make your numbers and satisfy your fan base, and do your shows, and you're in stores or whatever the hell motherfuckers is doing now with the pandemic and the virtuals. I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta walk your dogs, man. The money is there. The money is out here. You feel me?
Yeah.
If you're an artist and you have a fan base and you have some popular music out there, the money is out here.
Yeah.
So for you to go and do some shit like what G Herbo did or like what Casanova has done to jam yourself intentionally, it boggles my mind, B. It's like, why would you want to do that for? I can understand the temptation of, maybe your peoples is talking to you in your ear, help me out with this, help me out with that. And maybe they're not as adept at business as somebody else. And you can't put them into every position that you might want to put them in to make that money legally. So you try to help them out the best way you think possible, which is maybe something illegal. But then if you go and do that shit, make sure that it's not leading back to you. That's the only thing. I don't understand why they don't, think that far ahead. Like, oh, it can't happen to me. You the head honcho. You the big homie. You know what I'm saying? You the one making the money in the industry. You're the most visible. So when the shit comes down, you're the one that they're going to look at first.
Because they didn't say nothing about the 17 other dudes that they scooped up.
Exactly. They did 17 other dudes. That's all you know. You know what I'm saying?
17 plus Casanova. Like that's the way the hell lies, right?
The niggas on the other niggas on a guest list. It's Casanova 17.
For real, like it's crazy, and it's just wild to me that at this day and age.
Uh-oh. Did we lose you, P? P, you frozen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. P, going once, going twice. Yep. All right, people, we may have lost P money temporarily. I'm going to do everything he can do to get right back to us. So y'all just hang in there. We're going to keep it going. Shouts out to Tiana Taylor. She said she's retiring from music after feeling unappreciated for 0 Grammy nominations. And when she was on when I heard that she was going to be on Good Music, I was kind of happy and sad at the same time, because I don't think that Good Music is probably a good fit for an artist of her caliber. You know what I'm saying? She's a phenomenal artist, phenomenally talented. You know what I mean? Aside from just the singing and the music, just being a boss, director, a business owner, doing her own thing. So I think she was, definitely underappreciated over there, and probably not getting the push that she deserved to get, or that she should have got to make her become an even larger artist than what she was. You know what I mean? So you can't get discouraged, man, especially when you got talent like she's got. You know what I mean? You just got to kind of stick to your guns and hang in there and keep it going and keep it pushing, because she has a huge fan base and she's got a lot of support out there. And I'm quite sure if she stays in the game, if she continues to make music, that she will bust, the way that she intends to. She definitely has the talent. P Money, you back.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, my man, making it happen.
My IP address is on the federal watch list, bro.
Yeah, man, when we start talking about them, bro, they start taking pot shots. I'm going to freeze up next, watch.
It's just wild crazy because, I've done shows for the last 2 weeks. We haven't talked to the feds like that or something, and boom.
As soon as we get on here, they know the spot. They watch the spot too. Trust me.
They know the spot. Yo, we're gonna have spot merch coming soon, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up. I like that. I like the sound of that. Sounds good to me. We're gonna send a gift box to the White House. You know what I'm saying? Let Biden and Kamala rock that for us. Start pioneering that. Wear it in the Oval Office or something, up to the podium.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, it's wild.
So did you also hear what happened with A Boogie with the hoodie?
Nah.
Well, apparently, police got a search warrant for his crib. And when they went up in his crib, they found 4 guns and they found some marijuana, whatever. So he got arrested for The day after he turned 25, you know what I'm saying? Day after his 25th birthday, he got like a second degree crime of unlawful possession of a handgun and then the marijuana charge. So, that was kind of fucked up. His manager also got a search warrant for his crib. Both of them got, cribs out in Jersey. And his manager also had some marijuana at the house. So, he got a little possession charge for that. But, it's almost like it's open season on rappers, on anybody who's the head of some type of powerful organization, especially an organization filled with, black and brown people, if you get my meaning. So, bosses got to be on point, man, and bosses got to get low right now, man, because if the police ain't trying to jam you or the feds ain't trying to jam you, then some hating motherfuckers trying to shoot you or rob you and, take you out, man, and it's just crazy right now. But, man, shouts out to police down there in Texas for catching Mo 3's murderer.
Yeah. Yep, 22-year-old dude is the one that killed him. I didn't pay attention to his name. I just know they say he was 22 years old.
These young cats, man, just I don't know what the mentality is. They on a different type of time, man. It's not even a question of when I see him, I'm gonna do this to him no more. Now it's just when I see this motherfucker, I'm gonna kill him. You know what I mean? I'm gonna shoot him. And simple beefs that could probably be settled with a conversation or, a sit down or a meeting of some kind are just being handled, with a bullet, man. And the shit don't make no sense. Like how many of these young kids don't have to die, and can resolve their issues with just a sit down, man? We'll never know. We'll never know a lot of these instances, man. I know somebody just shot up Quando Rondo's producer's car, I believe. Yeah, that just happened. Like riddled the car with bullets. And of course, from what I'm hearing, nobody got hit, but they said the amount of shots that was used, somebody should have definitely got hit, but everybody that was in the car survived. So just crazy, huh?
Yo, this is where, the people that are out there playing gangster, not really gangsters, and if they moved a certain way, a lot of these things won't happen. Like when it comes to conducting business, may it be, in the white collar world or may it be on the streets, you got to remove all emotions. Yeah. These dudes wilding out the way they wilding out, it's all emotional.
Yep, you're right, P. You're
respecting me. I'm gonna get real emotional. I'm gonna go murder this dude. Yeah. And where it was like, yo, if he just said whatever, is it affecting my money?
Right.
I don't need to address it. Like just leave it as is.
And not for nothing, I don't want to, seem like the OG getting on the young bucks or the new generation or whatever the case be. A lot of the times it's young dudes that's in their feelings about things that this shit is happening to. You know what I mean? And it's the inexperience and it's the lack of guidance, having somebody show you a better way to deal with things. You know what I mean? So it's so obvious, man. Like if a lot of these dudes had, OG taking them under the wing and explaining certain aspects of the game to them, half of this shit wouldn't be going on, man. But a lot of these dudes don't have somebody like that in their life. So they just go off of what their homies tell them. The other 20-year-old that's sitting next to him, you know what I'm saying, as dumb as a sack of fucking rocks, and you listening to his ass and applying everything. Perfect example, and I'm not picking on this young brother, but I see it all of the time. NBA YoungBoy. Some of the things that he says, I mean, we was talking last week about him leaving Yaya Mayweather, and he's already on to the next broad, and you know what I'm saying? He got this is gonna be his 9th baby or some craziness like that. Like that young man got all kind of people around him, but he don't got the right people around him. You know what I mean? Because people that's in his cipher need to be giving him better game and better guidance, man. Because you, whether you know it or not, even though you the NBA young boy, you know what I'm saying? You the big homie to them kids, to them dudes that's around you. You know what I'm saying? They looking to you for guidance. So when you come out your mouth or you do some ignorant shit, you know what I mean? Your actions is not metered and move. You're not moving correctly because you don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? So you showing them the worst. They already doing the worst, giving you the worst right back. It's the blind leading the blind.
Yo, it is, and that's what I was going to say while you was elaborating on this topic. It is the blind leading and blind because the 20-year-old dude next to if I'm sitting there and I'm a 30-year-old dude and I got this 20-year-old nigga telling me advice, I'm already fucked up because I'm actually listening to him.
You
Right?
know, okay.
I'm listening to him like I'm already messed up. And
I'm
then
already doing what it was. Yeah.
so he got just having 9 kids and being on to the next kid. I can tell you that within the next 6 months, there'll probably be some report about the 10th kid being on the way.
Oh, for sure. You already know.
And then he doesn't even realize, right? Him moving the way that he moving and having 9 kids,
Yeah.
there's no way that he could be in all those 9 kids' lives because as he's shown, he don't stick around long enough. So if he got 9 kids,
Yeah.
or minimum, he got 6 baby mamas.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
So, and on the max, he got 9 kids, got 9 baby mamas.
I was gonna say he might have 9. You know.
Right?
That's a
So
real fact.
somehow he probably figured out he got 9 kids but got 10 baby mamas. Because
Yeah.
after he let the chick get her legs, so now there's 2 women in the household. There's 2 mommies or whatever, however that worked. But it's crazy because he doesn't even understand by him not having the right people around him, he's causing damage to all 9 of his kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
9 of his kids.
Whether it knows or not.
And he's going to continue whatever cycle that may have happened to him. So these kids are going to be damaged because my father's NBA young boy, but the only time I get to see him is on TV.
Yeah.
You know, people forget that it's not all about the monetary things that you can do for your children. Your children would rather have you than that toy that you give them.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. A lot of the time, 100% true. Your time is way more valuable.
Yeah, you can't put a price on time, but you could put a price on a PlayStation 5.
Man, who are you telling? Speaking of which, anybody got the plug for that? You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit us up right here on the spot. You know what I'm saying?
And people hustling in true fashion. They selling those PS5s for triple the price.
Yeah, some of them, man, if you get the right plug, and some of them is, I heard somebody had a nice bargain basement price, a nice Black Friday price, you know? They sold out right now, but yeah, I heard a nice number. I ain't gonna repeat it because I want to get nobody jammed up, but yeah, I heard some things, man. I mean, pretty soon. I may not get one before Christmas, but let's believe I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one, man.
Yeah, I haven't really, like, since all this stuff started, like I haven't with all the stuff that be going on, with the station and moving a certain way and doing all that. Haven't been able to really get into like the systems and stuff too much, but it is a cool thing to like really disconnect. And what I've realized over the years is that gaming systems and things like that are always a good situation to have an outlet to like unplug for a little bit from, like come out from or whatever, like really get your mind off for the day to day a lot, because we do get caught up, trying to make moves.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those people. I get tunnel vision when I start doing shit. I don't see nothing to the left, nothing to the right. I'm just going. So, but yo, did you hear? Right, because we got a lot of things. We had Casanova, we had Mo 3, we had A Boogie. Right? Those particular situations. We got Charlemagne the God, that they thought that, there was going to be a situation with him and iHeart because he had other things going on. But
he's got that new broadcast media company. I forget the name of it, and I'm sorry, Charlemagne, but that he thought everything was gonna fall under that umbrella, and he wasn't gonna do Breakfast Club anymore. but he has since re-signed a contract for another 5 years to do the Breakfast Club. So shouts out to them.
Yeah. And it's not just Monday through Friday no more. It's
Uh-oh.
Sunday.
Woo! Now you're gonna get your breakfast on the weekends too. Breakfast
Right?
bread.
I'm telling you, like the Breakfast Club shouldn't be just Monday through Friday. We eat breakfast every day. Like, come on.
Right. Now, damn
So
it, or at least we should.
that was a good move. Now, I don't know how Yee and Envy feel about how Charlemagne's name is like the forefront, like he was the one who built it and stuff like that. And it's like he's on top and they his bottom bitches. Like, I don't know, because when you read it, that's the way it comes across.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this, man. It's all about contract negotiation, and it ain't about what you know. Sometimes it's who you know. You know how I go, big homie. You got several relationships with different people in the business, and in several different industries and stuff like that. So you know how it is when sometimes you're in the right place at the right time. And to be honest, you got to look at it. He was more the charisma, dare I say it, of that whole show. You know what I'm saying? Envy, of course, is the DJ, and and Yee handles the word and stuff like that, and that whole uh portion of the show. And Charlemagne was kind of like, I'm not gonna say the comic relief, but he was kind of like, the controversy, the one that kind of shook things up a little bit. So of course he was kind of standoutish, and he just made a power move, man. They probably stepped to him, and was talking some good numbers, and he was like, all right, look, let's do this. You know what I mean? Because I know all three of them got their own individual contracts.
Right.
So hey man, he garnered that deal. He built them relationships and he made it work, man. And sometimes when that boss hat becomes available, you got to be there to put that bitch on.
Yeah. And I gotta respect that, even with all the moves that were made recently,
Yeah,
with media companies and the deals that he was getting through that.
yeah,
With the Breakfast Club, he still made sure he brought his peoples along. Like,
yeah,
it wasn't nah, I'm Charlemagne, yo, Envy and Yee can fly a kite. Like, he
yeah.
didn't do that.
Right,
Because now they coming through together and doing what they do together, which is definitely awesome.
as it
I
should
think,
be.
yeah, and I think it's so awesome. And you know, it just reminds me that there are those people that you rock with that are like super loyal to you, and they not, regardless of whatever opportunities put in front of them, they always gonna remember how that opportunity got started.
That's right.
And that goes back to DC Fly from Wildin' Out, the same way MTV tried to offer him a bunch of bread to be the new host of
Wow.
the new host of the reboot of Wildin' Out, and he was like, "Nah."
I heard they offered that brother, and I heard they offered that brother 6 figures to do that job. You know what I mean? And
No, it
he
was more
remained.
than figures.
Oh, really? Well, he's
It
still,
was in the millions. It
he
was
was
in
a
the millions.
stand-up dude, and he said, "Nah, I'm not going to do it without Nick because Nick brought me on and put me on, so it wouldn't be right." And you got to throw him the salute for that. And not only is that the right thing to do, that right there, that one move is probably so valuable because that's going to open up all the doors for him right now.
He doesn't even realize. He probably does realize by
Oh yeah,
making that move, that
the
money
top,
that TV offered him
you're
is
going to get
going to
that.
change to
Exactly.
what he's going to reap later, like on some real stuff. And people don't even realize that staying loyal and making those moves in that way, because we already know Nick got money. Nick
Yeah,
has been making money and doing his thing since he was a young boy.
yeah,
So there's not, this right here is just Nick created Wildin' Out.
yeah.
So they probably in the back offices fighting to figure out how they gonna try and take it from Nick. And Nick is sitting in the back room talking about, I created this, so how can you take it? Because
Yeah,
it'll
yeah.
probably end up on fucking Revolt or something else, or end up on Caffeine or something in a different way,
Yeah.
right? So they
Yeah,
can't
I
really
mean,
do it.
he's any way you look at it, he was good. You know, he like you said, he's had bread already, so he's not hurting for nothing. You know, and DC knows that too. And the people that look at him and see that right now are gonna make sure that he stays working. You know what I mean? And his opportunities stay open because there's not a lot of people in that industry that are gonna make a move like that. You know, you would expect somebody, especially a young dude as popular
Yeah,
as he is right now, you know what I mean? To make a move like that, you would expect a dude like that to be like, yo, Nick, man, I'm just saying they ain't fucking with you, so you know why not? Why not just grab the bag? You know what I mean? That's what you expect, you know, somebody, a young cat to make a choice like that. That was a very mature thing he did, man. And
yeah, and you know, I watch Wildin' Out. I never get to watch it when it was actually coming on. So, I catch like the little highlight clips of it. But even during the show, you know, when they would be going back and forth in different situations, DC would always say, because Nick, I got rich. Like
right,
he would say it. So for
yeah,
him to be saying it during the show and then show how appreciative of it when that situation
mm-hmm.
wasn't even there. Because if you look at the whole Wild 'N Out cast, the people that's been there,
Yeah,
they all have broken deals. And I can tell you, Nick Cannon probably broken those deals for them to have shows on MTV that weren't of Wild 'N Out. Because there were personalities on Wild 'N Out. Like there's a lot of them that have shows, and I didn't realize it until after the situation happened. Even
yeah.
Conceited, the battle rapper, he got some joint talking about sneakers. Like
I didn't even know that.
right.
Look at that.
Conceited, you got all these dudes that got a little something, the little I know it ain't Jin. Because I know they had Jin on there once, which was the freestyle rapper, but it's the other guy that's on there with another dude, and they basically test out food and they talk about the different tastes. Like it was some shit about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but it was different areas. But they had the regular like peanut butter and jelly, and then it was like that super healthy a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that cost $150 because it
Oh my,
was made in a certain way, type different type of bread and all that, and that's what they do. So all of them are making money because Nick messed with them.
right. They parlayed it into something else, man.
Yeah.
And
So
that's what you got to do.
yeah. So we got our guests in the building.
In
So
the lobby.
chop it up with the one and only, right? The one and only. Got the longest name I ever had to read, and I gotta make sure that when I read it, I'm sitting there and I'm paying attention, right? Because I'm like I might mess it up. YT
Okay.
Hellakingin in the
Yep, yep.
building, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't. He's new to the spot, but he ain't new to Prophet Pete. We chopped it up. We had a good old time. Learned a lot about this gentleman and the way he make music and the way he does stuff and the way that he move. So I want to say thank you for coming back.
Yeah, thanks for having me again.
Yeah,
What's
man.
it been like? A few months, 6 months, something like that?
Yeah, so I'm like, yo, and it's crazy because time be flying. Like
So fast.
I'm like, yo, like I can remember our interview. Like I can remember our interview, although it's been 6 months. Like I'm
Yeah.
like,
But it didn't seem like that long ago.
no, it did it. But it's just crazy the way that it works. And you
Yeah.
know, with you being on the West Coast
Yeah.
and all that, I find it crazy because while we were shut down on the East Coast, right? Because we chopped it up during the height of the pandemic.
Yeah. Like
New
it
York
really started.
Like we was not moving here. And people on the West Coast, I'm like, y'all people partying, still moving around like nothing's happening.
Yeah.
But right now, like y'all
It seems like everything switched. Yeah.
Super shut down. When I saw
Oh
those
yeah, it's crazy.
talking about 30,000 cases in a 24-hour period, I said, how many motherfuckers is out there? I said, because 30,000 is a lot.
Yeah. Whew. I remember I looked it up one time. It was like 15 million, something like that. Because I I was curious. Let me look it up again.
The numbers is bananas right now.
Yeah, and it's crazy because where you at? Because you're in Cali, right?
Yep.
Right. So being in Cali,
what part of California?
I'm in San Jose. East side San Jose.
You on your GTA stuff out there, huh? Right?
Talking about them donuts and stuff like that.
But definitely, like when I saw the way like people were moving, because during the last year and a half, I've been dealing with a lot of artists from out in Cali, different areas, Hollywood, wherever. I don't know all the places out there, even people in Compton, so it's like when they would send me pictures or they be doing stuff, or I'm seeing whatever's coming up in their feed, I'm like, it don't look like nothing's happening in Cali. Like Cali good. And then I see the numbers and I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, it's wild out there.
I think no one just like really believed it at first or something like that. I don't know what it was.
That's the problem, though. People is in disbelief, man. They're not really, if it's not affecting you directly, a lot of people don't take it serious enough, and that's why I feel like it's not, it's not under control like it should be, because not enough people are taking it serious, man.
Yeah, and I'm just glad that in this 6 months, you good, and we was able to chop it up again.
Yep, exactly.
Right, because things could change at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, for real. Seen a lot of things change these past 6 months.
Yeah, and you guys are shutting down right now. They talking, but then I heard something that they talking about if they don't get the documentation that like certain things that got shut down.
Yeah,
within this last shutdown, this whole lockdown, quarantine, whatever the hell they want to call it, because they got 1,000 names for it, that if they don't provide this documentation to the people that are running the state, they're going to open a lot of things back up. I think that attitude is going to be a problem with,
for sure,
with everything that's going on, because the numbers are still growing. And come January, they saying January is going to be the highest numbers that we ever seen, because those are those back-to-back holidays where people actually get together. We have,
we got Christmas, New Year's,
and that whole season is not just a weekend. That whole shit, that's like a 2-week period. You got the week of Christmas, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, that weekend, whatever. Then that whole week before New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and then so it's almost like a 2-week period where you guaranteed to be around more people because you celebrating.
Yep.
Yeah. So
season right now. Or it's supposed to be.
So that 30,000 we saw just the other day is probably going to be like 100,000 by the time January hit, and that's wow. That's going to be wild, man. But within all this, you still making music.
That's the one good benefit we got, all of this madness and everybody being cooped up in the crib. People is able to be creative and give us that good music, man. We got a lot of good positive.
And it's easier to spread it too.
Yes.
No one got nothing to do but be on the internet right now. All day, every day.
Exactly.
Well, and the bill collectors are taking advantage of this because they're passing legislation where bill collectors can hit you up to pay the money that you owe them on social media.
What?
That's gonna be the new thing.
Instead of that bill collector gonna be hitting you up in your DM. It ain't gonna be that shorty that you thought was feeling you. It's gonna be a bill collector, bro.
Crazy. So they stop hitting up the phones and shit.
Stop
it. Real?
Yeah, that's coming. That's coming. It's a real thing. That's a real thing. That's a real thing that's about to happen. So if you holding out on that Sprint bill or that, that iPhone bill, and you saying you on the gram stunting and flashing your cash and everything, thinking they ain't gonna come for you, they're gonna hit your ass right in the DM. Yep.
They're gonna leave them stop dodging comments.
They're gonna put you on blast. They're gonna put you on blast in front of all your followers, so you need to go on and pay them.
Yo, just imagine that, right? Yo, you put a video, you got all this money flashing. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you need to pay your past due Sprint bill." Like under the video, under the video. Just imagine that.
You post and living your best life.
Yeah.
You ain't living your best life because you don't have what you need to pay us. And then probably when they take you to court, they're gonna use all that money you was flashing in the video to say, "Hey, you can pay us. We don't need to broker deal with you."
Or they gonna call cap on your videos. Nah, that ain't yours. Because you didn't even pay your video. You didn't even pay your phone bill and shit.
You're gonna have Apple trolling you.
Yeah.
But it's the craziest thing, man. And I think it's because of what has happened, this particular year with people not being out there. They can't catch you on your phone because the legislation was passed back in the days where they could only hit you up 7 times. After that, you can sue the bill collectors for calling you more than 7 times in a week.
What? I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Right. So if they called you a certain amount of times, after that, they had to sit there and be on pause. So it was maybe once a day. But back in the days, they would call you 4, 5, 6 times in one day.
Yeah, no, that's a big fact. They don't give a fuck. They're ruthless.
So since they can't do that too much no more, now they passing it where, we got people defaulting on their accounts. We can't do this. How do we get in contact with them? Boom. Unlimited text messages. They get your phone number. A million times in one day and not have no repercussions behind it.
Can you imagine they fucking up your data plan?
All that, bro. All that. It's what? Yo, it's crazy. So this is what's going on in the world, right? This is what's going on on the back end while we're in the middle of all this. Yo, we shutting down cities, but nobody's really talking about all the other stuff that's going on. That when we come out of this, there's going to be a lot of things that are different.
Well, these companies, man, they say idle mind is the devil's playground. So I guess these companies are also sitting around concocting ideas on how to get money and how to make the money up that they couldn't get this year because of the pandemic hit. So they're thinking, shit, we got to think something. Social media, we're gonna DM me, I get our money. You know what I mean? All types of shit.
I'm surprised I didn't think of that before.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it take a while for like,
Oh shit, you're right.
Social media,
legal issues.
It's always forever changing, right? Okay. So just a few years ago, we had Facebook, and then then we had Instagram, and then we had we have like Instagram. What's the other one? Snapchat.
Oh yeah,
TikTok, and all that. So now they go. Just imagine you sitting there, you trying to do a TikTok video, and you get a notification, and it's like pay your. Like just imagine that should be wild. Like I think
that's crazy.
The whole TikTok experience.
Hey, what was you what was you telling me earlier? P, we were speaking off air when you were saying about Facebook having to sell assets or something like that.
Right now,
speak on that because maybe people don't know about that.
A whole thing too, because this is another part of legislation that is going into effect. That Facebook, because they're a very popular platform, Facebook is known for just connecting people. With the amount of money that they've made, when they see competition, either they buy the competition or they buy that company's competition. So within these years, they've bought Instagram and they've bought WhatsApp, right?
WhatsApp, yeah.
Right. So they have a couple of other things out there that, are not probably as popular, but they probably bought them just to shut them down. That the government is saying they got to sell their assets because they basically monopolizing social media.
Oh yeah, that's because they just got sued, right? They just got sued. Like,
they got sued by the government. To get sued by the government, that is crazy. The government,
for real.
The government is saying you can't do this, and they tell them they're gonna have to sell Instagram and they're gonna have to sell that communication platform that's strictly internet based.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. So the world isn't changing, man. And
you said that like a slave, and that the world isn't changing.
Because you tell him that's Mark Zuckerberg, right?
Yeah, not Mark Zuckerberg either. Mark Zuckerberg.
Right. You telling him yo, you can't be king no more because right now, what you doing, you can control the world.
He's getting too powerful.
Right, and that's basically what it is. He's getting too powerful. So the
Yeah.
government is like, yo, we gotta stop what you doing.
Yes.
Otherwise, we're gonna shut you down.
It's real, man. When you got the they say he who has the gold make cool. You know, when you the main social media platform out there, man, it's hard not to just, you know, take over because everybody's gonna fuck with you.
Oh, yep.
You know?
Yeah.
It's not the first time he went through some legal issues too, right? I remember seeing
It was
some
privacy issues and all that and everything else because they were selling information at one time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So and just imagine the amount of power he has if we just talk about the amount of information that he collects from you're talking about Facebook collects millions and probably billions or trillions of information every day. You got Instagram. So and then you know Facebook is more like the older the middle-aged platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got Instagram, which is the younger platform.
Right.
So now you got a larger demographics that you get information from.
Yep.
And then you have the What's Up app where you know it's
like national.
Right, because
that's encrypted.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Right, because you know that's the way people in different countries communicate with people in different places, so they're not paying those crazy phone charges because it's voice over IP. So we're doing everything via the internet. But he's collecting cell phone numbers and usernames on the What's Up joint. Then we got Facebook where he's hitting a certain demographic and Instagram.
And he getting all your information.
Everything. The United States government, like for real. Like you
Straight
think
up.
about
He probably know about more. He probably know more information about an individual person than the fucking feds do. You know, people they post everything to Facebook, their location, what they about to eat, where they went on vacation to, when they was going to this party, when who got married, when this one got a girlfriend, when this one broke up. They got all that information day by day.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, just like how they say, like, oh yeah, TikTok's spying on us. This fool could be spying on us right now.
That's right. Hey, we on Facebook. They are. We talking on ourselves. We right here.
Yeah. They killed my right before you came on because I was talking about the feds.
Yes, sir.
Like,
as we do.
I said something about if I talk about the feds or we talk about Donald Trump, something always goes wrong with the broadcast.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You stuttering, P. There you go.
Those glitches and those.
So if I disappear, there's a reason for it, right? Yep. It's not technical difficulties. Like they shut me down. It was like, yo, you know what? Poof, and they just turned me off. Yep, then I gotta come back. It takes me a little while.
We gotta get the control center. Make sure you shut him down.
Yeah, I'm telling you that IA they got in the government. They tuned into the spot. Like they tuned in.
The feds be. I be telling dudes that's the street pharmacists. And they be flashing their class online and stuff. But I'm telling them, like, yo, man, you think the police don't be on Facebook, man? They got a whole
Instagram and shit, bro. You better watch out with that shit.
Exactly. Did you see P Money? Did you see Did you see old boy was on his live recently and got stuck up on his live?
Oh yeah.
Who was it?
He was flashing cash. He said
I didn't get his name. I didn't get his name because I think he probably didn't want his name out there, but he called himself a YouTube personality. You know what I mean? And he was flashing like $2,000. He got the money all fanned out, and his homeboy next to him in the car. And next thing you know, you see somebody stick a gun in his neck from through the window.
Yo,
and it was like, yo, give it up, man. Give it up. Where the money at? Where the money at?
Crazy.
Yep. And this is all on live now. They took his money, and him and his boy drove off. He was like, man, that was a setup right there, bro. That was a setup. That was a setup. That was a setup.
Yeah, and he went on, just kept on saying it was a setup. Like he drove.
It's probably the old boy sitting next to him and set him up.
I know, right?
He always flashing cash. Yo, don't worry, he about to go live at 2:00. He goes live every day.
Yeah, we're gonna be at the BP gas station, sitting right there.
and I'm gonna send you the geotag so you know where we at. So you just pull up and come through. You know, and it's crazy because this is the way people are catching licks or you know, committing robberies. They could do it so easy because I'm already telling you what I got on me.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know how to find me.
They probably like planning that shit out like the day before or something. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna do all this shit.
Right.
Yeah. And we're creatures of habit. So we gonna sit there and drive to the same place. If there's something that we do, we tend to do it every day at the same time or around the same time every day.
Yeah.
So if we're always posting what we're doing, for somebody to catch up with us, it's real easy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially right now, in a lot of places that you used to go, you know, the places are limited. So now, if you're gonna frequent a spot, it's easier for somebody to, you know what I'm saying, to run into you. And I think that's
if you do it enough, it's gonna start looking familiar and shit. But,
exactly
over here and shit.
And I think, and I think that's the reason why a lot of the, you know, a lot of states are seeing a spike in all of the violence because there's a lot less places to go now. You know what I mean? That are open, so people is gonna run into each other more often. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why I think it's a lot of stuff jumping off. I know you probably seen it out there, YT.
Oh, there's been hella shootings recently. One day there was like 2 shootings in one night.
That's it. Oh, you gotta come to New York. We in an hour.
Well, no, you gotta remember. You gotta remember where he's at. You know what I mean?
Oh,
he's not in LA. I'm quite sure in LA is probably even more.
I'm over here in San Jose. Yeah,
this is San Jose you're talking about, P.
Yeah, yo, but tell me a little bit because you know I've been the closest I've been to Cali.
Mm-hmm.
Was the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is not in Cali, right?
Oh, yeah, that's still like lightweight, pretty far.
Right. So you know, I've never been to Cali. The closest I've been to Cali was Las Vegas, and that's as far west as I've been.
Yeah.
So I would love to know what that life is like out there for you in San Jose, that part of Cali.
I mean, like I've been to where I'm at is it's San Jose, so everything's like pretty close to each other. But if I go to like Sacramento or something like that, like everything's like half an hour away from each other. Like if I want to go to the movie theaters from Walmart, I gotta drive like 30 minutes. Or if I want to go to another place, it's gonna be like another hour or something like that. It's pretty far. But over here, if I want to go to a fuzz spot, the Target's like right there. I could go eat some fun, get some from Target, like right there, just like across the street or something. Everything's like hella close to each other. I don't know how it seems like that. Like I've never been to New York, but at least it seems like everything's close to each other over there.
Yeah. Like you got in a 1 block radius. Like, you're gonna find a little bit of everything.
And if it's not 1 block, it's gonna be 5 blocks. It's within reach. Trust me. Whatever you need, is there.
Yeah. In New York City, you do not need a vehicle to go anywhere.
Damn, that's dope.
You don't need it at all. Like to have a vehicle is more of an issue, more of a headache than it is something that's more beneficial.
I mean, that's what it looks like. All that traffic and shit.
Oh
yeah. Crazy, man. Yeah, I know, but I know Cali get a lot of traffic too. That what was it? They called that 101 or something like that.
Yeah, the 101 and the Thule.
Yeah.
It just started happening actually like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah,
I remember because I was locked up for like a little bit, and I came out. I was like, when did this happen?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's hard to drive everywhere. What the fuck happened? That's just crazy. It didn't used to be like that. Not even that long ago.
Yo, we just gonna give a disclaimer, right? Because during interviews, right, people getting jammed up for interviews for stuff that they said. So we ain't gonna talk about why you got locked up. We ain't gonna talk about what you done in your past.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We ain't gonna want to be.
We're gonna watch TV.
It's like, yo, YT said this on the spot interview, and we gonna use that spot interview to indict him. No, we ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, good looking at on the warning. You gotta stay on my toes. You gotta stay on my toes.
Yeah, because the Fed is listening. Shouts out to Casanova.
More and more now. They pulling all information from everywhere. They pulling information from everywhere, and we don't want to be that outlet that gets named in some stuff. Like we don't want to be that. So
no, man.
We'll put that out there just in case. We ain't gonna say, yo, so you was locked up. What you got locked up for? Now we start talking, telling stories.
You be seeing that everywhere too, like on Vlad TV, TMZ, all these like platforms and shit. They be like putting shit like, damn, you just like lightweight snitching and shit.
Yo,
telling on themselves, man. Telling on themselves.
The one that's in there right now in the Casanova case with the indictments with Casanova, they're using a Vlad TV interview.
Crazy.
It's for an indictment.
Damn.
And they gonna try and use that to convict him. It's crazy because he's like, you told the story. What else is there for you to say? You said everything already.
Yeah.
The moral of the story is when you get on these platforms, keep your rat ass mouth shut.
You gotta stay censored and shit.
Yeah.
Turn them censors on.
Right. We gonna start stopping people like, yo, I seen what that, I held a AK before. Yo, I was busting. Yo, I was there when I got hit. Now you accessory to murder. Like, hey, somebody got hit, you was there, you didn't report it, you an accessory.
Oh, yeah.
Like, stop talking about it. I don't know nothing about it. I have no recollection of the event that happened. You just sit there and be like, I wasn't there. I ain't see what happened. I don't even know how I got there. I don't even know how I got here. Where am I? Like, what?
I didn't even know what was going on.
Ice cream, and I made a wrong turn. Yeah. If they gonna start pulling interviews, I swear the stuff that I'ma say on an interview is gonna be stuff that they're gonna be like, yo, we don't even need to talk to them because we can't even use this. Yeah. That's what I want.
I was like, damn, I was just capping the whole time, I'm just trying to get that clown and shit.
Nah, but for real, you just got to be careful with what you say, especially with the way they and it's crazy because
and shit.
Me and Shawn was talking about it a little bit before, and with them targeting a lot of rappers now.
Oh yeah.
Right? So a lot of rappers are getting targeted.
Yeah.
Now, the way I see it, hip hop was something that wasn't supposed to last as long.
Right.
Hip hop has generated a lot of money and has a lot of influence in the world, the whole entire world.
Yes, sir.
If you target those people that are on top, you take them off of their platform and they can't deliver a message, right? It's no different from what they've done in the past. You take them off that platform. Now, we know that the government, the feds and all that are able to take somebody and embed them into a situation.
Careful, people. Careful.
Influence stuff. So it won't be crazy to think that the reason why they target these influential rappers is because now they can embed somebody that's going to change the perception or change the message that's being delivered.
Yeah, you're right.
It's crazy.
I seen on the other day too on Instagram. Well, not the other day, like it was like a while ago, but I saw like the hip hop police. The hip hop police is real. Like
they are real.
Yeah, they got their own, like, system, organization, everything. What the fuck? This is crazy.
Like, I'll tell you a real story. Homeboy of mine that I went to grade school with was involved in an automobile accident, and he got killed. Somebody actually shot him, and he crashed into some tourists, that were in New York City, just on vacation or whatever the case may be. And that incident was actually what started the hip hop police.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
crazy.
It's wild, but as we talk about hip hop, we need to get
talk about this music.
Right, we got to talk about this music, right? So like me and you spoke about your music when you was on when you was on the Prophet Radio show.
Yep.
But now we on the spot, so the spot is a little different, but not really that different, but still different. It's that barbershop talk, right? That real talk. When that you around and we just chopping it up, and you like, yo, you heard that new YT joint, and it's like, yeah. Motherfucker might say, yo, that shit was trash. Motherfucker might say, yo, that shit was fire. It's like, yo, I played that shit. I got some buns. Yo, shorty gave me top off of that watch because she got open off of the visuals, right?
You gotta have that T-shirt in the car. You getting tapped. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that in the car for them when we pick up the shit.
So you have your latest official video of Bad Time, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Can you say it again?
The last official video is Bad Time. I'm thinking.
Bad Timing. Yep.
In front of me, right? So the last official video, Bad Time, right?
Yeah.
Now, from looking at it, watching it, right? It gives me that real Cali vibe. Now, what is your nationality? What is your ethnic background, your roots?
I'm Cambodian.
You Cambodian, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, looking at that video and somewhat looking at you, right? I could definitely say the vibe I get off of that is some real real MS-13 Mexican type shit. That's just me. No, but for real, it's me looking at it. It's like that real Cali vibe, but like the tattoos, and I'm into low riders and all that. So a lot of Mexicans and stuff like that are really into that.
Chicano vibe.
Right, the Chicano vibe. So it's like you Cambodian, but I see how the culture and everything of what Cali is and everything come together, because the lady you in the video, she reminded me of a lot of. Now, what was she?
She's Mexican for sure. I don't.
Yeah, definitely. Like she, we ain't gonna talk about it. We just gonna play the video, and then we gonna talk about it when we do it.
And the people gonna see what you're talking about.
Yeah. Introduce yourself and introduce this joint that we're about to play for the people, man.
Yeah, I'm YT Hellakingin, and this is my song here. It's about that trap life and the love life mixed together and shit, you know?
Gang!
My bad, I've been grinding till I cop a rollie, got bad timing. And lately got my mind stuck, it's been hard for me to write shit. How we go from vibing almost every day we find us. No, I never raise my hand, I never wanna see you crying. It's crazy how everything been moving lately. 2020 just getting started, we still got 5 more months waiting. I've been grinding extra hard, I can't let quarantine get me lady. They say you're happy for me, but lately you been acting shady. And I know I went perfect, just hope I was worth it. Cause what you want, you deserve it, I should've made sure of it. And everything I got now, just know I done earned it. Ain't gon' lie, ask for help and they just deserted. Can steal my swag, but I'll be damned if you rock me. And I know they not me why they copy. And call me what you want, cause the money gon' keep calling. And my casket ain't dropping, I ain't stopping. They ain't know me, know they mad at me. Real ones gon' be glad for me. Ready to let it right to squeeze, but I got the bag with me. This to me, that's blasphemy. My dog's ready to blast with me. And have it if you want it, you got issues, we got magazines. She get moody, I don't be home. Blowing up my ringtone. Too many depend on me, I got no time for it, I keep going. Money, my religion, I'ma practice what I preach on. Bet that big Mecca telling me I wasn't gon' be no. In my station, ain't no racing me. Too focusing on us, no bullshit, ain't no phasing me. Took hella L's in the past, I'll be damned if you playing me. Lost my soul in these streets, ain't no saving me. Spend my whole life hungry, tired, I see my mama struggle. That's why I gotta feed my pockets before I feed my stomach. Risk of sins for some commas, where I'm from is with the trouble. I'm just out here trying to eat, ain't trying to be no rebel. You wanna put me on, so I put me on. No, I can't go back to how I was like before. Can't be chillin' with no sucker niggas, they just leech on. Can't wait to spoil you on vacation in Puerto Rico. You wanna put me on, so I put me on. No, I can't go back to how I was like before. Can't be chillin' with no sucker niggas, they just leech on. Can't wait to spoil you on vacation in Puerto Rico. They ain't know me, know they mad at me. Real ones gon' be glad for me. Ready to let it right to squeeze, ooh, I got the bag with me. This to me, that's blasphemy. And my dog's ready to blast with me. And have it if you want it, you got issues, we got magazines. She get moody, I don't be home. Blowing up my ringtone. Too many depend on me, I got no time for it, I keep going. Money, my religion, I'ma practice what I preach on. Bet that big Mecca telling me I wasn't gon' be no.
Yeah.
The way Dale Kino on that the visuals was dope on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So where does those visuals come from? Like, because this is not the first video I've seen of yours, right?
Yeah.
So when I look at the production behind your visuals, like they really say a lot. Like they say a lot.
Two things.
So
Hold on, I don't want to cut you off here. I want to touch on two things though, just because you brought that up. The two things I noticed in there, of course, the visuals are crazy, but I also noticed that you threw the Cambodian flag in there. You threw the Jade Buddha in there. You know what I'm saying, representing your culture heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm feeling that.
Put it out there.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm feeling that. So I caught that. You know what I mean? And also the with the shorty and everything, and you know what I'm saying, like you described it in the beginning, the love and the trap mixed together. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Because that message sometimes people are like almost afraid to touch on that topic. You know what I mean? So I think that was dope that you molded those two like that. But go ahead, P. I don't want to cut you off, brother. Go ahead.
yeah, but I'm just like, when I see, and shout out to Jay Nicole, right? She already playing. Yo, Jay in the building, man. Yo, it's always fire. You gotta love it when she in the building, right? Right. She now I don't know if you read Spanish. You had the Mexican chick in the joint, but I don't know if you know what fuego means. But
I know what fuego means for sure. I don't know my Spanish,
but you know what fuego means.
Yeah, I know what fuego means for sure.
Right. Yeah. So just in case you didn't know, she had to hit up another set of comments, and then she threw the flames up, and she was like, "Yo, YT is fire, 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 fire." Right? So she gave you 5 fires. That's 5 stars, YT. Right? I'm just saying. Right?
You got 5 fires.
5 fires. You got hit with the 5 fires. So, like, real talk, like the music is a vibe. The visuals, like, just tie it all together heavy. Right? And you never been to New York?
Nah.
Shorty was Mexican. The Mexicans here don't look like the Mexicans in Cali. I'm just gonna let you know that. They do not look like that. They do not look like that.
Do not.
Yeah.
Do not. Like I was gonna say don't. They do not. You don't want no confusion. They do not look like that.
It's so real, brother.
So like I really love the Cali vibe because I'm into the tattoos, I'm into the body art, I'm into, just all that stuff. So, I was drawn to a lot of the visuals in there because you tatted up, she's tatted up, and then it ties that culture of, when we talk about body art and tattoos, like I don't know, I couldn't really tell if those was tears on the side of her face. But I can definitely respect that a shorty got tears on her face because that means she caught a couple of bodies. I get that because there's some gangster shorties out there, so they'll catch right. They'll catch a body. But we relate a lot of body art to gangsters and just running in the trap and doing those things. So I don't know if it was intentional of the tattoos being shown, but the love and tattoos. And the love and the trap aspect, the gangster and the love and all that, like all of that was tied in. I don't know if it was intentional, but what I took away from what I saw was just that was just crazy. Like
that actually, it was just a coincidence because because I had a couple of models before that, like ready to go for that day, but then Del Cano, that's my cousin. He was like, so she canceled. We got to get another girl. So we got another girl. And then she canceled. We got to get another girl. And it ended up being her. And that's how it happened. She was like the most talented one out of all of them. It was it's just crazy how it worked out.
It was perfect. It worked out perfect, man. Just like it was supposed to. The universe do what you need, man.
Yo, and it's crazy because it just fits.
Yeah.
It fits like it was something that was intentional. Right? And although we could sit there and 1,000 things, right? Like we can sit there and say, yo, we wanted to look a certain way or do XYZ.
Yeah.
Like just because it goes a different way doesn't mean that it's gonna go bad.
Yeah.
Like from what I've seen, it's just all tied in.
Yeah.
Because of course, when you in love, you looking for somebody that holds a lot of what you hold true to you, similar to what they hold true to them. So her being tatted, you being tatted, just kind of showed a cohesiveness in the relationship.
It's just like the Confucius quote, like inconvenience is just an opportunity in disguise. That's what it was.
Yo, you hurt. Wait, hold on. Right, we gotta drop the jewel on that.
That's a jewel right there.
We gonna need you to repeat that. All right.
So
Confucius in the building.
So in the words of Confucius, inconvenience is just an opportunity in disguise.
Yeah. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, you know, we don't even realize, and you know, I think that we have so much of this tension that we have, of course, you know, the East and the West, or just even in the world, because there's so many things that we could learn from each other if we took the time out to understand each other's culture.
Yeah.
Right. So something like that, definitely, because I'm very receptive to messages. I don't care where it comes from. I'm listening to the message.
Right.
Something like that is like, I'm an individual that I'm like, damn, I hate planning, because usually when I plan, stuff goes sideways. Right. So I kind of turn into an individual that kind of just goes with what happens. One of my favorite joints is, yo, it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. Regardless of what happened, I still got to move forward. Like, we're going to figure it out. And, you know, just that saying alone can help me process that it is what it is, to it, yo, just because it was an inconvenience doesn't mean it wasn't an opportunity. Right? This is an opportunity to do something different. Maybe what I was planning wasn't going to hit that hard. And I do realize that I don't control a lot of shit in my life. I don't control waking up in the morning. I control my decisions throughout the day, but I'm not the one that created that plan of where I'm supposed to be at. But I know that my decisions is going to determine when and how I get there.
You're not the sole controller, but you are the controller. You're the driver of the car.
I have control over what I do on a day-to-day.
Yeah.
Now, YT, I got to ask you an important question about that video also. Please tell me that the Hellakingin t-shirts is available for merch somewhere.
Oh, yep, they're available.
Yes, sir. That's what I want to hear.
Black with the white writing and the white with the black writing, those are available. The gold one's not available yet. That one was just a prototype. But
okay. With the YT on the back with the gold lettering, you said that one's not available, or that one is available?
That one's not available yet. That one was just a prototype, but it's gonna come out soon. I've been having people asking me about that one actually. I brought out other ones and they were asking me about the gold ones. Like, oh no,
the gold is higher. You can't tease the people like that. You gotta work
on that one.
Hey, you gotta give the people what they want, baby.
Yeah, you're right.
Yo, so like, you already know, like, I was looking at the stats of that Bad Time video.
Yeah.
It's not like you just had 50 people watch it. Yeah. It's not like you had 100 people watch it. That shit is in the double digits, thousands.
Yeah.
Right. So
look at the quality of it. Look at the quality.
Right. So the quality and everything behind what you do, and it just amazes me. Right. And it not just amazes me, it amazes a lot of the individuals that are the backbone of WEMS radio, not just the spot, not just Profit Radio. It's we can recognize the talent, the quality, and the push, and it's not, and the world sees it too. The world sees it too, and it's like I'm always looking for
Somebody at that door.
situation you got going on. Like I'm always looking for it because I want to know, yo, what YT doing right now? Like it was quiet for a little bit, but what he doing? But I know
I've
that
been working.
whatever you doing, you working. Like, bro, I seen you chefing it up.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching those joints. I was like, yo, what he doing right now? I was like, yo,
my cooking
Oh,
shit.
you
yeah, I was on it, bro. I
You
was
cook too?
watching.
Oh, yep.
Yo, he be doing some joint. I was like, yo, I could
Well, I
probably
think you gotta put that out there, brother. I mean, this is an international show that you want right now. You gotta let the ladies know. They might be having want you to come cook something for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And just follow on Instagram. You'll be seeing it.
yo,
It's not hard too. It's all simple stuff. Like some you can just do just like in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's easy.
yo, but I was watching some stuff that he was doing. Like I was intrigued by it. It made me hungry after I watched it. Now, I'm a big dude, so I eat. So if I see something and it make me want to eat, that means that that shit got
be on the money. Okay, all right.
right. So, I got to give it to you, bro, because you doing things, and you're sitting there and you making things happen regardless of what's going on. And it's super important that people identify with what your work ethic is, because once they do that, they're gonna respect everything. Not you don't put garbage stuff out.
Yeah.
Like
I put a lot of thought into these things. Like even the video, I had a lot of thought into it. Like while I was writing the songs, like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do, like with the music video. Like it just happened for like the last one, I didn't do that. But then like I guess once more experience I got, like once I wrote it down, like I see the picture and it's like, this is how I want to be, this is what I want to be in there.
Video, no doubt. You gotta visualize it. No doubt.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's super important, especially in this day and age, especially when we can't be outside. But what would you say your plans are once this pandemic get put in the pocket, or we put this shit in a box?
I was supposed to have a show. Like it was in like February or something, but then the COVID thing happened, so we had to postpone it. I was like, hopefully like a few months later. But then, like, it never stopped. So hopefully, right after the pandemic's over, like we get some shows going, and do more like personal appearances and stuff like that. Because that's where all the money is right now.
Yeah, man. When this thing blows over, do you know the amount of shows that's gonna open up? Everybody, their grandmother gonna be performing. You feel what I'm saying? Anybody any artist that you like, you're gonna be able to go see them in the show somewhere. Trust me.
Yeah, because I remember I seen like Boosie said he lost like a couple mil from like not like he had like venues and stuff set up already. Yeah. Like, he lost hella though. Like even E40 had some going on like somewhere in Cali, and he lost $1 million just for that one show.
See that, man? I'm telling you, man.
So you think about it, like the ability for artists to be out in public and perform, they make a lot of money, right?
That's a testament to the fan love.
Yeah,
right. And the fan love is always great, but then do you realize that the majors are really trying to capitalize on what that fan love is, especially because they can't control how music is released no more.
Well,
right.
The majors.
That's why we got the 360 deals, because they on. They want money off your performance.
The majors ain't even touching you nowadays unless you got a following. If you don't got at least 10,000 followers, then the majors ain't even trying to touch you with a 10-foot pole. You know what I mean? You already got to pretty much be on for them to even deal with you. Now everybody going independent. I mean, honestly, that's the best way to go.
Yeah, look at Chance the Rapper. He's still independent. Look at how he's doing. He's doing
ridiculous. Netflix deals. Like, what was that show? I forgot the name of the show. That he did
the rap show.
T.I.
I know what you're talking about too. It's the one that D Smoke blew off of.
Oh yeah. The talent show. Yeah, I forget the name of the joint too. Damn, ain't that something?
Got what it was.
Hip hop. No shit. I don't forgot. See, it just don't quit.
But whatever it was, whatever the name of the joint is, right? Because I think you probably looking it up right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's
Right?
like rhythm and flow. Rhythm and
Rhythm and
flow.
flow.
There you go, yeah.
Right? So just off that, T.I. said something a couple of weeks ago, or probably a couple of weeks ago, probably a few months ago, right? And he was talking about, independent versus being signed to a major, right? And he was like, the way that gets determined is based off of what you're looking to do. If you're looking for that long money, you're gonna stay independent.
Yeah.
Because that long money is going to get to get to that long money, you putting in your work, you getting a large percentage of what you're doing, right? You not enough for shows. People are paying you for shows. People are paying you for music, your royalties and everything. You own all your masters. You're not worried about nothing.
Yeah.
If you're looking for that quick money, you're going to sign to the majors. They're going to give you that upfront money, but they're going to rape you for the rest of your career.
That's right.
Right. So is you understanding exactly what you're looking for is going to determine what you're going to do. And the individuals that stay independent are the ones that want that long money.
Yeah. Well, it depends on your plan too, because I remember seeing some Boosie said like you could still get the long money, but like just sign like a deal like one time and then just go independent after that. Because once you got that clout, just keep the motion going, keep the flow going.
That's right. Keep the movement flowing. That's right. Very, very, very true. Very true.
And what I respect about you is that you sit there and you're doing what you're doing, but you're still a student of the game.
Yeah, I try to learn something new every day.
Right. And you got to respect it. Like, regardless of what you're doing. Now, it's not for you to brag or nothing, right? But I'm going to ask you this question, right? Just on IG. How many followers, give or take, you got?
I got it's like 5K.
5K.
Yeah.
5. So just 5K off of now I want people to understand these numbers, right? On Instagram, he got 5K followers. But that Bad Time video that we just watched, that we played for the viewers, that shit is 60 plus K.
Yeah.
So just to be able to transition that 5K into something that
50,000 views.
What is that? 12 times? Just about 12 times. 12 times what you got rocking with you on IG on a different platform says something big.
Yeah.
But it's because you pay attention to exactly what you're doing and what you put out is of a certain quality. You're not
people gotta understand that. I don't just put it out there and just like oh, hopefully people listen to it. I started learning about like marketing and shit, like ads and shit. I gotta get these in front of the people because not everybody's gonna shout me out, and not everybody's gonna like share my music. So like once I learned about like the marketing, like with the ads, with Google ads, YouTube ads, like stuff like that. That's how it got to like that point. So it's not just like I wish it was just like just me just putting it out there and I got 60K. That'd be dope as fuck. I gotta get heard somehow. But then it did help me like gain more subscribers. So like it's
And that's the ultimate goal anyway.
And for me, what the thing is that you realize, right? You have realized, and you realize that in order for you to get to where you want to be, you have to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
If you're not believing in yourself, nobody is going to really rock with you. Yeah. So you're doing what you need to do because you believe in what you get up and you do every day.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you're not gonna invest in yourself, why would someone else want to invest in you if you're not gonna invest in yourself?
Right. It's a fact.
It makes no sense. Yeah.
Like it's a straight fact. And I believe the old school saying is put your money where your mouth is. Right? You can pop all the shit you want, but if you ain't putting your money behind all that shit you talking, it ain't gonna happen. And you understanding what you understand has gotten you in front of the people that you want to be in front of doing the things that you do.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of those things that people need to recognize.
He said recognize.
I said
Yeah,
recognize, right?
like,
So whenever recognize gets said, we got to drop the horns because we got DJ Shawn recognize on the ones and twos in this motherfucker. But
damn, I just noticed that right now. After you said that.
You know, but it is what it is, and it's super important that we're able to understand those things. That nobody's going to rock with you if you don't believe in yourself.
If you don't rock with you, damn it. Now why
it's just that simple. If you don't rock with you, how you expect everybody else to rock with you?
Now YT, your sound is definitely not. It doesn't sound West Coast to me. Who are some of your musical influences? Like some of the people.
Yeah, that's what Prophet Pete was saying last time. Like because I do like to listen to Bay Area music, but I like that melodic flow.
Right.
So I was Lil Wayne is actually what got me started to listening to music. Like before, I used to just go in one ear and out the other.
Right.
And then when I heard Lil Wayne on there, like one time on the radio, and what the hell this fool just say right now? Like it was like something didn't make sense, but it made sense at the same time. Like, damn, this is crazy. And then,
you remember the song or like the time of the era? Or something like that?
I don't. It was like it was like a little before. It was like during like T-Pain's and Lil Wayne like Make It Rain, like sometime around that. Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it was like almost like prime Lil Wayne, a little before Carter 3 when the Carter started coming out. Yeah,
I got you.
Around that time when he was on the radio. Yeah, and I heard like, what the hell he just saying right now? But then it's crazy. Like, damn, it don't make sense, but it makes sense. Like that wordplay, that's what got me. I was like, damn, this is dope.
Yeah.
And I started like listening to more like that. But then like it's not just like it's not what he said. It's like how he said it too. It's like it sounded nice.
The delivery.
Yeah. Yep, the delivery, and that's what it started getting me to listen to. Like, I started listening to like Young Thug, Kanye West, like people from like towards the east and the south, because they had that. They didn't just rap. They had they put more thought into it. That like this is me. Like listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah,
stuff like that. That like you said, like the delivery. Yeah.
They had a vibe with them, especially that Young Thug. That's a vibe right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Even half the time we don't understand what the fuck Young Thug is saying.
Yeah, it just makes you want to listen to him.
Yeah, just because of the way he says it. He's singing that shit. You get along with him. You don't know what you're saying, but it sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the crazy part, you said you never been to New York.
Yeah.
But you could pop up here, get off a plane.
Yeah.
And from my personal opinion, you will fit in with no problem. I'm telling you, you just fit in with no problem.
Damn, dope.
Nah, for real. Because it's from the way that you wear your hat to just all of that.
Yeah.
Like it resembles the way we move here.
Oh, crazy.
But it's crazy because you've never been here. Yeah. But this is the power of the music and that genre that we call hip hop.
Yeah, it's like connecting with each other without actually like being with each other.
There it is.
Yo, and it's just the craziest thing. It's crazy to me. So I want to get into what we got. We got feelings. Now, the whole joint says feelings. RMX. I don't know what the RMX stand for.
Yeah.
Remix?
I labeled that as remix. Remix.
Remix. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I kind of got it.
Yeah.
But, you know.
But yeah, those two next songs is actually they're unreleased. It's dropping when my mixtape drops. So I did a good amount of remixes and stuff, you know. So
exclusive. And then when we sit there, we talk about that, the way a lot of artists got put on, right? Before we had Instagram, before we had SoundCloud, Mixcloud, and fucking Tidal.
It's from those mixtapes.
It was from the mixtapes. It was from the mixtapes. Yeah. So of course, you already know we're gonna ask you to reintroduce yourself. Yeah. And then we're gonna get into this feelings joint for the people.
Yeah, I'm YT Hellakingin. This is them remixes. Is you know, I'm putting that 2020 shit in here too, so you look out for those references.
Here we go. Yeah.
How I feel like wish I could say in my life a movie, but it's real life. Just couldn't afford it, had to go and took a still mine. Remember, had to hit it, how I should have fixed them chill nights. Got some dead ones on the way, some got real and some was snake. Doing better now, but sometimes shit don't feel right. And if you share my pain, no, I'ma share my plight. Hungry my whole life, gotta get the middle right. Feel like this world getting cold, bitch, and one Phoebe's on my neck. Yeah, 2020 we won't be lucky to make it next year. I ain't run no more, but I'ma blow when the chapter. I've been down my game, so I'ma go, I'ma say, yeah. Use attention, I'm a soldier. For away the down from California. Yeah, and I ain't calling for the stoners. Running, catching bullets like Corona. And these feelings are the same. Seen too many switching lanes. No cap for the bullshit. They're right every rich and lane. Gotta stay on my toes, man. Leave it bitch and grave. These shots with facts in the hands. Ain't no time to catch a fade. Out for real, I swear. And I swear they got a bitch that a bitch and she a Karen. I asked for help and they got it in here. Bitches wanna get mine, I ain't finna share it. Tell you, but can't show you how I feel like. Say in my life a movie, but it's real life. And before they had to go and took a still mine. Remember, had to hit it, how I should have fixed them chill nights. Got some dead ones on the way, some got real and some was snake. Doing good now, but sometimes shit don't feel right. And if you feel my pain, no, I'ma share my plight. Hungry my whole life, gotta get the middle right. Can get in the way of what I'm feeling. No one can get in the way of what I'm feeling.
Yeah, and we back, y'all. That was feeling
Okay.
from YT Hellakingin. Yo, so let's chop it up about that joint right quick.
Yeah.
So
You gotta give us the
that sample right there. The sample, of course, is hard, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The sample is hard. That's
you know, ladies automatically you got them with that one.
Right. So you sit there, we talk about classic, you being a student of the game. That I know for sure that wasn't just something that just happened. Like that was something that was planned.
Yeah.
That was something that was planned. So it hits a certain way. Because it don't matter if I'm an old head or just somebody really coming into it. Like that was class. That's classic. That's an everlasting sound. So you did what you needed to do with it. But what was the inspiration behind Feelings?
To be honest, I just stumbled upon the beat, but like with that song, I knew like when you hear like when the pianos come in, you're like, oh, you know, like Alicia Keys, like it makes you just want to hear it. So you're gonna listen to it, and then they hear the auto tune chipmunk voice of her. She's like, oh, like this is not Alicia Keys. It's gonna be something different. So it makes me want to like, it makes you anticipate. It makes you anticipate like what you like what's about to go on.
Smart.
So like that was the most thought of I put into it, and then like what I was just writing down is like, you know, because my mixtape is called 2020 Vision, so I'm gonna put in references of 2020 in there and stuff like that. But I'm gonna talk about like stuff that I usually talk about, and that's what it was. That's how it came out.
Tell us about the origin of the name.
Feelings.
No, YT.
So I started off as Young Traps, right? Because that's what people know me by.
Young Traps.
Young Traps.
Okay. We learning now. Go ahead.
Yeah. So then I thought about like maybe this is like it's too much, and I thought of YT because you know like YG like stuff like that, like it's like kind of catchy. So I thought of YT. So I left it as YT for a minute, but then after I got like the Spotify and all that stuff, I noticed there was like hella YTs out there. It's like damn. And then so my Instagram was Hellakingin at the time, so like I'm gonna just throw in Hellakingin in there. So YT Hellakingin, that's my brand too. Hellaking's Global. So it's like I'm Hellakingin. So YT Hellakingin, like make it stand out. Yep.
Mm.
But the
Gotta drop a
crazy
lot for that.
part about it is the way that you move is in the essence of royalty. Like
Yeah,
when,
no doubt.
like I said, the quality and everything of the stuff that you put out,
Yeah.
like that shit is like A1.
Yeah. King
Like,
shit only.
it's not no bullshit.
Yeah.
You're not sitting there, you playing. It's not like you joking around with it.
Yeah.
So you Hellakingin.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that just means that, yo, you about your business.
Yeah.
Like, yo, when I move, the peasants say they can't even rock with me.
Yeah, turns into a verb.
Playing around. Yo, I'm here. Like, do you understand that? Like, did you see my crown? Like, that's what I get when I read your name.
I did, yeah. So I get the same vibe. Like it's Hellakingin going on there, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, it
is. That.
But it's a statement. Yeah, like it's a statement. That's why people are looking for the shirts. They want the GOAT because you already know, right? Yeah. Throughout history, right? The thing that has ever held the most value when it comes to the economic standpoint was the gold standard. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Once the United States went off the gold standard, we was the broke motherfuckers. Like we went off gold standard, we broke. We don't got no gold here like that. But we went off the gold standard, now we broke, so we created our own currency. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
So when you sit there, you think about it, like we're attracted to that. We're attracted to it because it's a staple the way that we move.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's in like religion and everything. Like all countries, like you don't gotta know what this country's doing, but you know they're in love with that gold and shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it just amazes me that like there's so much that I see that you learn that you don't even realize that as you execute it is a staple for excellence. Like it's just in your DNA.
You getting on your profit shit.
Wait, what happened?
Getting on your profit shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Shawn froze.
It kind of like dragged down a little bit like some robot shit.
Yeah. So go ahead.
I said you getting on your profit shit.
Yeah. I'm getting on my profit shit because you know when I sit there, and I start like really. I could break it down like heavy. Like I'm
analyzing shit.
I'm an individual that's going to sit there and I could break it down to you in the processes and from what I've known and what I've learned throughout my lifetime. And it's like there's so much that takes to be great. Like there's people that are going to sit there want to be great, and there are people that don't even realize what they're doing equates to greatness.
Talk your shit, Pete.
Right, like when you move a certain way, those kings and those people that people look up to, you don't even realize that people are looking up to you. You just know that that's in you, so you moving, like you moving, you doing it.
It's them habits. Gotta have them habits.
That is what makes someone great. Your day-to-day habits. If you wake up and you like, yo, I'm just going to chill here. Maybe around 3:00, I might do something. If we ever looked at the entrepreneurs and the people that have sit there and made those monumental moves, and one person that I always speak about is Damon Shawn, which is the creator of Fubu, on Shark Tank, then made millions and billions of dollars doing what he does. He'll tell you, I'm the dude that wake up, but I'm doing stuff before people even wake up. Like he's the most productive while people are sleeping. And then he does his day-to-day, while everybody else is up. But he's up before the next person. An hour before everybody wake up, you put in that work. That should dictate that
it will pay off.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, and it's just real. Like
that's what it takes. That's what it takes to stay on.
3-hour difference between each other.
Uh-huh.
Like you making your situation happen to happen 3 hours before we prime time here is not prime time where you at.
Yeah. Nah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you on here and you doing it, but it's those habits that we talk about. It's not, yo, I need somebody to conform to what I'm doing. It's like, yo, this is when it's happening. If this is what it is, I'm gonna make it happen because I understand the value and everything else behind what is going on and what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's like water in a glass, baby.
We was talking about the stuff that is put on the internet will forever be there. Like back in the days, people used to sit there and take a bottle and put notes and pictures and all that shit and bury it in the ground.
Yeah.
Like at this moment where we living in, what equates to that bottle in the ground is what we do on social media and just the internet, period.
And it moves a lot faster. Like it goes from like years to like seconds.
Seconds.
Yeah. That's
Do you
crazy.
even realize the stuff that you say while we on here right now? There's so many people that you yourself, YT, are going to touch that they ain't even going. They're gonna hear it and they're gonna move different because they heard and they respect what they seen behind what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just crazy. And as you said, it's seconds, right? Before we had to wait for somebody to come across the bottle.
Yeah.
Like somehow they could just stumble across your joint and just that's it. It changed their lives. People don't even understand how influential they are in the things that they do as they do it because they're just passionate about doing what they do when they get up every day.
That's what it should be. That's what it should be. That's genuine. That's how you keep it organic. You know what I mean? You do it for the love and for the art and for the craft. You know what I mean? You don't do it because somebody's telling you to do it. You know, it's gotta come from the heart. The genuine shit gotta come. But YT, man, tell the people where to get that merch. Give everybody your social. You know what I mean? Tell them where to holler at you and whatnot so they know how to find you.
Hit me up on YT Hellakingin or Hellaking's Global. That's where you can get the shirts. YT Hellakingin is my personal account, or is my my main account actually. That's where all my music drops and all the new things drop. The cooking shows, the tracks.
Yeah. And just make sure as soon as you get those black and gold joints available, you know, hit a couple of 2X's.
Yeah, I got you for sure.
Well, you know what? You can send me a 2X, right? I might have to hop in that 2X. Well, I can't fit in a 2X right now, but my goal is to fit in a 1X. So as soon as I get to that 1X status, I'll throw that 2X on, and then I'm gonna take a picture in that joint, right? Because I think it's motivation. Right,
because it's a 3X, it's a 3X, 2X.
Right, 3X to it. But you know, I'm gonna figure out how to get into that joint because it's all about moving in excellence and getting to that point where longevity and building a legacy is important.
Right now is the best time since it's like during quarantine and shit. Right now is the best time to work on yourself. Like, you know, I've been starting doing that meditation every day, getting them sunbathing in, get that vitamin D, like all that shit. Like,
but do you hear what he's saying, right? And in the midst of all the negativity that is going on, is the best time to work on self.
Yeah,
right. It's the best time to work on self. And I will tell you, I know for New York, it was March 16th where everything just turned left. From March 16th, all the plans I had for 2020 went out the window, but it took a lot for me to make adjustments with what was going on to be able to understand how I need to work on myself.
Yeah.
Right. I made a lot of decisions in 2020 throughout all the negativity to realize that in 2021, when January 1st hit, I'm hitting the ground running. Like it doesn't even matter. Like I don't even care what nobody says. I'm hitting the ground running. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. I'm a freight train. Like it's gonna take 50 miles to stop me before I even come to a stop because I'm just moving so fast because of what I learned in 2020.
Yep.
And that's just what it is. So as you gave out all your social media and all that wonderful stuff, we gonna play this last. Well, I can't even see it. Rockstar.
Yeah,
Rockstar, right?
It's actually the Rockstar, the Baby. It's off of his remix or his song. It's a remix off of his song.
Okay. See,
Okay.
and, you know, I appreciate the way you sit there and you say what needs to be said. You give credit, do where credit is due, because you respect the game. You respect what we sit there and we look at as far as what we understand as this genre or the movement of what is hip hop.
And you letting us know San Jose is live.
Yeah.
Popping. And I know that telly that y'all was in the bad time videos in San Jose.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I already know when you walked out, you sitting there on the little walkway to get to the room.
Looking like it might have been the short stay, but we ain't gonna talk about that. You know, we don't drop on the show. Yo, salute my team. Young Trap.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah. So here we go, yo. We gonna get into this joint, man. Yo, it was nothing but love, man. Yo, you already when it comes to WEMS, when it comes to WEMS radio, when it comes to the spot, when it comes to the Prophet Radio Show, bro. Yo, you family. Yo, you need some, all you gotta do is reach out, my G.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I just want to give a thanks to y'all. Thanks to WEMS Radio and a thanks to the spot right here. Thanks for having me on. Shout out y'all. You know, reminding all everybody to tune in.
Yo, bro, we here.
Tell a friend.
Get the link to this joint after this is over. So this is what it is, yo, man. We gonna rock out and we rocking out for life, bro. Yeah. Real recognize real, and right. I said recognize. I said recognizing it, but it's just recognizing the quality of work and your work ethics and what you do to be great. So we always gonna respect it here. Like real talk. Yeah. That's just what it is.
Sure, I appreciate
glad that we were able to connect the way that we connected. Shout out to Jay for linking us together and making all this possible. Yeah. Because if it wasn't for her, we would have never met.
Yep, you're right.
She is powerful in the moves that she makes. She is powerful, and I don't know if she even realizes that, but she is. And if it wasn't for her, a lot of things. I don't even think there would have been a birth of a WEMS if it wasn't behind J. Nicole. Like on some real talk.
Damn.
Like for real. Like she is that person. And if I've never said it before, I'm saying it today on this interview because I know that the reason why we're talking is based on the work that she put in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I got appreciation for her for sure, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't have been here that last show either.
Right, and it's a fact. And then I wouldn't know that instead of we use red cups on the East Coast, and y'all use green cups on the West Coast.
Oh no, no, we use red cups over here too.
Okay, but I
don't know how. My sister actually bought this.
Okay,
we do use red cups though.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna get into this. Yo, my G, man, we appreciate you, man.
Yeah, appreciate her too.
Yeah, man. Yo, stay safe out there, man, and keep in contact.
I feel like
for sure.
Another planet.
Yeah, it's your boy, Prophet Pete. Gang.
I don't dance, but my Nina like to pop. And I'm a trade pound and shot it, let her squeeze me. And those lyric bits of music on repeat. See him and I see my passion, won't believe it. Used to not be now, I got to speak to knock it. I'm a hug, I'm a stacking cake, I'ma stash it in the safe. You look for beef, you ride with them, you finna be crashing in the grave. Ain't no blood, but I'm from the bay, I throw a piece and plastic cake. Cause shovel fast to the hands, ain't no time to catch a face. Tryna turn a little to a lot, now to come up a lot now. I'm all way up to the top, watch you pull up with the top down. Now I ain't got a cash, shot your boy ain't gonna flop now. Don't wanna have me it down, fish out of Versace shop, down and down too low. We finna turn up on the spot, and these streets are cold. So keep a burner on the bar, they ain't know me, they was covering now, swerving on these stats. Yeah, position with the competition, I ain't worried about it. I'm sorry, mama, know you disappointed. Call me with the blocker. Said I'm supposed to be a doctor, then I'm chillin' with a chopper. With a chopper, Looney got the chopper. Rockets in the mouth of heavy metal like a rock star. Ain't stopping for nothing, went to a cop car. Boost a Lamborghini, race a cop. Shot was tryna ball, ooh, watch me all star. And I don't dance, but my nail like to pop. And I'ma trap out there and try to let her squeeze me. Candle slip, bitch, the music gon' repeat. You see him now, see my patch, you won't believe it. You deny me now, I'm knocking up a fucking. Okay, stop it. Baby, it's cold, I'm on some hot shit. And please don't talk to me, and the money you can tap it. Ain't the type of sandwich that my Nina do the talking. And when it comes to beef, shots gon' eat it up with a chopstick. I ain't stopping for now, I went to a cop car. Boost a Lamborghini, race a cop. Shit, I'm just tryna ball, ooh, she all star. And I don't dance, but my nigga like to pop. And I'ma trip out and try to let her squeeze me. Candles lit, bass of music on repeat. See him now, see my patch, you won't believe it. Used to not be, now I got the speakers knocking.
Yeah. And you already know, y'all. This is the spot. Yo.
I didn't even know they had rappers in San Jose.
Huh?
I didn't even know they had rappers in San Jose.
Yo, for real, like, you know what's crazy, bro? Like, this, what we do here.
It connects us, brother. This hip hop connects us.
Yo, it connects us to a point where people don't even realize. Like, if it wasn't for what we doing here, the way that we doing it, and like I said, the pandemic is a blessing and a curse.
Exactly.
Right? Because, bro, you know, every week for at least 2 years, it was local people that we was connecting with every week.
Now we international.
Now we from like
what was Captain on Deck? Captain on Deck was UK, right? That was last week. That was
Captain on Deck UK.
Then you had homie from Australia. We had we was talking. He was on the beach or something like that.
Right. I've had I need to find a way, or we need to find a way to touch Russia.
Let's do it. There's got to be some talent out there.
Because we've hit like everything from Russia down. But we got to hit China, but China got some real strict restrictions.
Yeah,
like we've been in Africa. Like we've been in Africa, South Africa, North Africa.
We got some links out there. I need to reach out. I've never actually seen some of these people that I know out there from back in the, you know what I'm saying, radio days. And shouts out to my man Projector Elder Bars out there. And you know what I'm saying, reach out to them and see if we can get some content from there. That'd be a real good look. And we pretty much hit all the continents after that.
Yeah, because like it's with all that was going on, we've been hitting a lot of places and been relevant places.
We need that Far East connection, that China, that Japan, that, you know what I'm saying. I got a homeboy out there. He got a dance studio. Shouts out to my man Rub. See if we could throw us some talent from out there, because I know it's out there, brother. You know, hip hop is worldwide. It's out there somewhere.
Yeah, it's real talk. And you know, like even to just touch on it a little bit, the way we had I'm a real Fast and Furious fan, right? We got Fast and Furious 9 coming out. They postponed the release because of all this COVID stuff, but it's already been filmed, but they're gonna release it soon.
Mm-hmm.
And like even with Tokyo Drift, right, the way they was able to inject Bow Wow from the United States into Tokyo Drift, and the culture and all that, the music and all that, the melodic, crazy, the way it sound, real electronic out there in Japan.
Yeah,
there's a lot of influence from what we've done here in hip hop and what they do out there. So I think for them to be able take him and say, "Yo, we gonna give you this spot in it," is because out there they was already watching him.
Yeah.
And like my dream vacation, I will tell you, my G, is to go to Japan. Yo, just drive on the highway, get in a right hand drive car, and fucking no, for real.
You can go to
Like-
Jamaica and be in the right hand drive car. On the, you know what I'm saying? They drive on the other side of the street there.
Right. So for me,
You can go to Jamaica and do that.
the closest I got to that shit was playing some video game.
They don't
like-
drive on the opposite side of the street in DR.
In DR, Jamaica's the other side. Like I was in Jamaica. I didn't drive in Jamaica though. I was
No,
told I
in DR they don't drive on the right side of the street. They drive on the left side like we do.
no, they drive on the left. It's the same as here.
Oh, okay.
It's the same as here. I know Jamaica is opposite. I know when I went to Bermuda, that's just the opposite.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I always wanted to drive in a car on the opposite side of the car. Like I always wanted to do that. I don't care where it is, but Japan, I think I would really get the full effect of it.
Yeah.
Like I would really get the full effect of it. But it's I know the person I'm gonna do it with. We just gotta figure out when we gonna get there.
Oh man,
So-
let me tell you, the first time when I went to Jamaica and the first turn that the cab driver made, the very first turn he made, just maneuvering, I knew it was all over for me if I had to drive. I said that right there I would have killed everybody in the car.
No, because
something about making a right turn into oncoming traffic on the opposite side of the street just fucked up my whole everything was fucked up. I couldn't grasp it. So, I'd have been. Well, I guess eventually you get used to it, but you to be from there and he just whipped it. I'm glad you driving and not me, bro.
yeah,
Luggage
like
and everything.
they
No,
drive
no.
out there for survival. Like the way they maneuver out there in Jamaica. Like I was in Jamaica probably maybe 4 or 5 years back, and me going out to Jamaica was an experience for me.
Brother,
Like it was
the
an
road-
experience because I didn't stay in Montego Bay. I didn't stay in the tourist area. Like I was past
in the
Kingston.
hood. Yeah, using
Like
the
I
hood.
was in the hood. Like to understand that dogs don't stay in the house, dogs stay outside. Like there's no taking care of dogs like we do here in the States.
Brother.
We got dogs in the house, we walk dogs. They don't walk dogs in Jamaica. Like they don't do that.
Let me tell you something. I drove from one side of the island to the other, like from Kingston to like Ultra-West, right? So it's a nice drive. I don't know how many towns we drove through, little small towns, bro. Every single town we drove through, I saw the same brown dog. I don't know how the brown dog got there. Before we got there, we passed a brown fucking dog, and it looked like the same exact dog. And I don't know how the hell they did that shit, but that's a real.
But
fact
it's
right
crazy though, right? But it's yo, and
there. And people from y'all to tell me I know what I'm talking about.
yo, so there's something that I want to put out there, right? For the WEMS family, right?
Yeah.
And the whole Jamaica situation, right? My step pops and my moms, like they got a bed and breakfast out in Jamaica. So the first time I went out there, yeah. So it wasn't that I went out there. It was just some random shit that I did when I went out there. Like that was some real family shit. And and the experience that I had was amazing. Like motherfuckers, like coconut waters that we get in the States, like that's just in the little cardboard, little like a protein shake container. Coconut water where I was at was coconuts off the tree. And then I had the Jamaican to chop the top off of the top of the coconut with the machete or the machete. And then he put the straw in it for me. Like it was different. Yeah. So like we need to find a way to get out there and just really rock out.
Yeah.
And enjoy that. and there's enough space for everybody that's on the station.
Yeah,
Like
man, I'm telling you, I would have the first time I went, I probably would have, if I was in a better financial standing, I probably would have stayed there because I was ready to sell all my shit and move out there. It was that
yo,
nice.
and I tell you, to get out there, like the only thing that you got to worry about is probably maybe booking your ticket. But as far as to stay out there and all that, like that shit is on. That shit is on me. Like that shit is on me. Like when I tell you the experience from the food that I ate to the stuff that I saw, dude.
And the
Like
hospitality.
yo, the goats were like dogs out there. Like me seeing goats standing on fences, I was like, yo, what the hell is going on? Yo, but I
Yeah,
love every minute of it. I
there
love
was a straight
every
there was a
minute.
straight cow. There was a straight cow on the other side of the fence where I was staying from. Every morning, the cow would just be standing there chewing.
Yo, like when I tell you where the bed and breakfast is,
Yeah.
like there's a whole road named after my step pops.
Mm-hmm.
Like a whole road. Like because of the work that he put in from being here in the States and everything going on out in Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
like the county or whatever they call it out there, like they respect what he's doing and bringing business to the area, that they named the road to get to where the situation is after his family. And that is a legacy that like we don't even fathom here. Like when they name shit after people here, it's like, ah, yeah, whatever. But out there, like that shit is a big deal. Like your name holds weight.
It better damn well hold weight if you got a damn street named after your ass, you
For
know?
real. For real. And my mom's and him been out there since October.
Name better be ringing bells if you on, you know, Roscoe Jenkins Way or some shit like that. I mean, he better have been about that life. You feel me?
I'm
Better
telling
not
you,
be
like,
no fucking sucker.
and I know this is where you would love to go, but when we was heading over to, I forgot the actual area that it is in Jamaica. But there's a mountain where all the rosters be, and when they do all that whole celebration of just sparking up,
Mm-hmm.
like that's on the way to where the joint is. In
Right.
the mountains, it's just nothing but niggas is burning trees, like on
Yeah,
some real.
it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
And it's
well,
just like,
we over our mark, brother. You better go on and give people your social.
yeah, yo. So you already,
I just look at the clock.
yeah. Well, we don't got nobody coming after us because we the shit.
Oh.
Like it's just what it is. But you already know, man. It's your boy, Prophet Pete. So yo, if you want to follow the kid, right? That's PROFIT_radio_NY. That's how you follow me. But you already know what is bigger than me is the movement itself, and that's WEMS_radio. And then we got WEMS South. There is no space between that, no underscores. That's WEMS South on all social media platforms. So what I told you right now in this moment reflects on all social media platforms. And then we got the homie.
You know, you can always find your boy. You know, you can only find your boy in two places. One is the gram, the other is Twitter. On the gram, it's the long version. DJ Shawn, recognize DJ SHAWNRECOGNIZE. And on Twitter, which I don't frequent much, so if y'all been hitting me on there and commenting and shit and I ain't responding, it's not because I'm not fucking with you. It's just because I don't be on the motherfucker much. But anyway, on Twitter, it's the short version, DJ SHAWNREC, but only my friends call me Rec. You better recognize.
And we out of here, yo. Until next week, man. Right,
my G.
Yo, before we bring in the new year, man, we gonna have some lit joints for y'all. So make sure y'all tune in, man, because it's a takeover.
And make sure you tell a friend to log on, and lock in.
Tell a friend. And just know they call me Draco because the shit that I let off make the same sounds as that drum beat that be hitting hard, like we was in Drumline with Nick Cannon. You heard? And we out of here.